Hey, hello everyone. I just wanted to record this quick video to showcase. This is a big jump. It's a big moment for me since I've always, ever since I started playing fighting games back in the late 90s with fighting sticks, either PlayStation controllers or Xbox or whatever throughout the years, I've always rotated between these three controllers right here, and I've always wanted to give like a first chance, to like other types of controllers, but I've never been, I don't know, I've never been courage enough. I've never had the courage to actually like go from here to somewhere else or either of this. But I always had the idea that like this was the preferable way for me or either one of these three to play fighting games. But I've always seen people use hitboxes throughout the like ever since they came out like a few years ago. I've always been interested, and I always wanted to give it a shot since here and there I do lack some like I usually like grip differently the stick in ways that like don't help me in certain games. So it's not like this format is not as consistent with all the fighting games I play. I play a couple of them, and you probably have like seen, if you've probably seen me stream, you've seen me stream either King of Fighters or Fatal Fury or They're Alive, Tekken, Street Fighter, etc. Like there's a plethora of different fighting games that I like playing. But I don't know, I've always been curious to try out a hitbox. And I've always been afraid because I'm like, okay, but like, is it better than the stick? Like, what's the difference? Like, what? How would it feel? But at the time, I didn't. They weren't that accessible when I was like curious about them. But through recommendations and YouTube just basically being like, here, try this, and this is the best option. I actually went ahead and purchased a Cosmog. This is the, I believe, the C16. Yes, the C16. Jesus Christ. I'm blocking. Wait, I'm blocking the view. Let me get out of the way. There you go. All right. This is the, let me move my water. This is the C16 Hautepad by Cosmox. Not sponsored. Would like to be, would be amazing because I want to try other types of hitboxes. I've only spent like maybe 2 to 3 hours with it, and I can already feel like I'm definitely doing better when it comes down to movement and some of the newer games that I'm playing. Like, for example, like Guilty Gear Strive at the moment. Like I was basically doing things that would take me like at least 30 minutes of warm up. I was doing them like almost instantly, which is insane. I don't know if it's placebo yet. I gotta put some more time into it, but it definitely, like, this controller feels amazing. It comes with like a few extra switches and a few face plates. You can basically like interchange, and this thing is like thin as hell, but it's sturdy. Like it doesn't feel flimsy, so it's really good. It has the lock for tournaments, so I don't touch like start or whatever. You can disable the RGB. You can actually map the colors however you want. If you want to have like different colors for different keys, you can do that. It's heavily customizable, and it's very accessible. And the software is actually not bad, and you can use it with Xbox. You can use it with like even the Steam Deck. You can use it with PS5, PS4, and you don't need a dongle. You just need to basically just update the firmware and switch it over to whatever platform you want to play, which is amazing. It even has like a little LCD, which tells you what buttons you're playing. Great stuff. From now on, I'm making this a challenge for myself. I'm just gonna play with the C16. I'm just gonna see how I get. If I improve, if it makes me a worse player. I do know that it's gonna take some time, and like all the videos I've seen of people switching from like a stick to something like like a liverless is what it's called, liverless pad or hitbox, whatever, whatchamacallit. But yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird, and it's definitely gonna be like a learning curve. And I understand that, but I'm excited. After putting some hours in Guilty Gear Strive with it, I was able to do a few things that I was surprised. I was able, like usually, for example, like certain inputs, like for an old, you have to like basically, if you're playing on a PlayStation, you have to essentially do this type of motion to do like quarter circle or like half circle, or basically just to do either an ult or a special move. And here is very weird. You have to like basically like kind of follow through and then hit whatever. There are ways that you can do like I believe like different things like shortcuts. I don't want to get into the shortcuts. Everyone recommends just to play it as you would normally play a stick, and then slowly go into the shortcuts, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself with all that crazy stuff at start. I don't know. That's what I've seen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I'm excited. I just wanted to show this because I've always been so scared of actually trying one of these, and even I don't know, after I tried it, I actually like fell in love with it. Like, it feels really good. My hands don't cramp up because my hands are not either like this or like this. Like it I don't know what it is. It definitely helps that, like, you know, it helps with the ergonomics of it, because if my hands are fully planted or hovering, I can just basically hit like very fast stuff like that. That's a Shoryuken right there. Like, it's just that quick. Like, I don't have to do all the crazy motions that, for example, I had to do with like either an Xbox D-pad. This is one of my favorites D-pads. A lot of people hated it. I actually like it more than the PlayStation 5, because it feels, even though it is all connected, it feels like it's disconnected, like if it were like a mechanical one. But yeah, I'm excited to keep giving it pretty much a run and see how it goes. I'll definitely do an update video after grinding on rank mode in like my favorite games, like at the moment, like Strive or Street Fighter or Tekken 8. But yeah, I'm excited. I just wanted to showcase again. This is not sponsored by any means, but definitely an affordable one too. I always thought these things. I mean, I always saw like the Racer one, and other ones like the Street Fighter ones that are branded for PlayStation 5. They were upwards in the $200 to like $220, $230. This thing was 80 something, $86 with taxes, probably up to 90, but like under $100 for the amount of customization and software you can do with this thing. It's unbeatable at this point. But yeah, just wanted to make a quick video about it. Basically just kind of showing you guys the journey I'm about to embark with this thing. And yeah, make sure to catch the streams Mondays through Fridays. I'll be probably doing a lot of Guilty Gear Strive, and possibly I'm gonna stick to one game, because that's another thing they recommend, that just to stick with one game so you don't get overwhelmed like with like switching up like different control. Because like Guilty Gear Strive is very similar when you like have to like parry. Like, you can set it up to like maybe for like a drive rush. There's a lot of similarities with the games that I'm playing currently, so I might be able to switch around and not have such a big impact on it. But whatever, we'll see where that goes. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see if this thing makes me a horrible player or a better player at this point. But yeah, peace out.